Hi and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today we get to spend some time with the Seiko diver to have in 2018, the SPB077. But first, I would like to thank Silvertime Watchtower for supplying this thing, and if you want to check them out, you can click on the link in the description. This watch was launched at last year's Bezel using Seiko's now traditional formula of taking a historical model and making two tributes to it, called a recreation and a reinterpretation. A recreation is made to look as close to the original as possible, while the reinterpretation is kind of a modern take on the model. In 2017, they did it with the 62 MAS as an inspiration, and it was a huge success. So for 2018, they took the 6159, which is the granddaddy of today's Marinemaster 300. And while the recreation model, the SLA025, was limited and expensive at $5,400, this reinterpretation model is a lot more affordable at just over $1,000. Unlike the SLA025 that comes with a high beat movement, this comes with a 6R15, a standard mid-tier Seiko movement that powers many iconic Seiko models, from the Sarb line all the way to Sumo. It is a workhorse movement based on the 7S26, but improved using better components, giving it increased power reserve that goes up to 50 hours. The movement beats at 21,600 bph and features both hacking and hand winding. The case is very similar in both shape and size to the MM300, with a diameter of 44 mm and a lug-to-lug of 51. Where it differs is the thickness, and that makes a world of difference. With only 13 mm, it wears a lot slimmer and sits more balanced on the wrist than the Marinemaster 300 that is very thick and top-heavy, making this a lot more comfortable to wear. The finish is a combination of brushed and polished surfaces, and it features the characteristic angles and shapes seen on both the original 6159 and the MM300, although on this watch, they're not as elaborate. The bezel has 120 clicks and is easy to grip thanks to the coin edge. It features a hard-coated aluminum insert that gives a glossy look to it, and although I would prefer ceramic, it does look really classy. The crown is at traditional 4 o'clock and is easy to grip. It's not signed, which is a shame. The watch comes with a flat sapphire crystal with AR coating applied on the inside. Behind it is the matte black dial with applied hour markers and the sloping chapter ring, which is very Seiko. Another thing that is very Seiko is the misalignment issue that is visible on this model as well. I still don't understand why Seiko has such a problem coming up with a production method that would eliminate these issues. I mean, how hard can it be? I have reviewed about 10 Spinnaker watches so far, and although they cost almost 5 times less than this, and come from a micro brand that has about 120 years less experience in watchmaking compared to Seiko, none of the models I handled had any kind of misalignment. I love Seiko to death, and they're one of my favorite brands, but they should definitely fix this issue. On the SKX, which is a $200 watch, it can be seen as a small nuisance, but on a watch at this price point, it's simply unacceptable. If we ignore the misalignment issue though, the dial is excellent, even with the hated Prospex logo on it, especially in combination with these new tuna hands. Despite these hands causing a lot of controversy among Seiko lovers ever since they first appeared, I said it many times and I will say it again, they're one of the best designed hands ever to be put on a diver's watch. Unique looking, properly long, and with incredible legibility thanks to the easily distinguishable hour hand and huge lume area, these are some of the easiest to read hands ever made. Combine that design with incredible lume, and you have a watch that can hardly be matched by any other when it comes to basic time telling, regardless of lighting conditions. Many people find the MM300 hands better, and even mod these, and although I do find the MM300 hands a work of art, I still prefer these, as their high functionality alone makes them respect-worthy. The watch comes with an excellent bracelet that has solid links, solid end links, and a milled clasp. The style suits the watch, and I love the combination of round and sharp edges. The clasp comes with a basic diver's extension, making people swap it out for the ratcheting one from the Marinemaster 300. But I honestly can't fault this one, so personally I would leave it as it is. So in conclusion, I can say I'm liking the reinterpretation of the legendary 6159 very much. And if Seiko made it in 40 or 42mm, it would have been in my collection already. Even at 44, I'm still fighting the urge to get one. Now some people will say that it's better to get the real deal, the MM300, if you want the 6159 inspired watch. But I personally find the MM300 unbalanced as it's too thick and top heavy. Also, the bezel on that is massive while the dial is kinda smallish. All these proportions are somehow better on this, making it nicer to wear and look at. Now the MM300 is still on my wish list because of its history and unique construction, but this thing is an excellent alternative at half the price. Well, that's it when it comes to this week's review, so thank you for watching. I hope you liked it and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.